What's good, YouTube? Today we got another banger video. What's good, YouTube? What's good with y'all boys, man? Today, back at it with another banger video, man. Now, as you guys can see, I got glasses on finally, bro. Finally, bro. I can see everything clear, 20/20 vision type shit. But, hey, man, y'all tell me if I look good in these or not, man. But, anyways, we got the ending of FAZE Clan. Now, I don't know too much. All I know is that FAZE Clan is dead. Everyone left. I don't know why it happened. All I know is I seen a clip of like Banks. Apparently, he said the N word or some crazy shit. But hey, man, I really don't know too much. But let's get straight to the video.
Over the past few days, FAZE Clan has completely fallen apart. Not only has their reputation been completely destroyed by people like FaZe Banks, but all the most popular and oldest members have officially left the team, leaving the group with literally nobody. It's hard to believe that the 2-year streaming org of the year would fall apart as quickly as it did, with even Adapt, a 14-year member, officially leaving the team, which was surprising for not only new fans but also old ones. And this proves that there had to have been something seriously wrong with how FaZe was being ran to lead to the entire roster leaving. And it all stems back to Plaqueboy Max.
That ugly ass haircut fucking Lacey had, bro. Where's it at?
Old ones. And this proves that there had to have been something seriously wrong with how FaZe was being ran to lead to the
I don't know, bro. I guess anything for clips, bro.
Entire roster leaving. And it all stems back to Plaqueboy Max, the person who initially left New FaZe a few months ago. In this situation, most people thought that it was just an ego thing, as right as he left, he would move into his own house and begin creating content with the new group he formed. However, that assumption couldn't have been more wrong. Max would go live to explain his side of the story, and to expose the many reasons why he left the team.
Where I'm not even going to specifically name names, because if he was there, he was there. It's not the most big deal. But we had a sponsor for that day, and niggas didn't end up doing the sponsor. Game night. Yes, if he was there, he was there. Niggas didn't end up doing the sponsor. There was difficulties with the sponsor. Yeah. After that happened, according to the assistants and staff of the creators, they said that FaZe has pulled everybody for the rest of the month and sent niggas home early.
Oh.
Right? This is the first time where in my head I went, how much control do we have here? And how much control do niggas have over us?
There had been rumors spreading around that FaZe was trying to sign these creators to an 80-20 deal, which you'd think is something that they should have signed when they initially joined the team, not after a year and a half of being in it, and especially after many of these creators have literally reached the highest point of their entire careers. And yes, they do get to live in luxury houses practically rent-free, get more brand deals and sponsorships, their collab streams paid for, and much more. However, they're making so much money, it's not even worth them staying on the team if now they're gonna have to give up a large percentage of their revenue. And they're at the point where 20% of their revenue isn't just like $10,000 anymore, which is still a lot of money, but it's like $100,000 to $200,000 for most of them. All assuming
for 20% too, bro. Wow.
That this rumor of them taking money from the members is actually true. Max would even state that they all signed documents whenever they joined FaZe, saying that there are certain things that they can't talk about. And I wouldn't be surprised if this entire theory is in the realm of possibilities.
Hey, you see that little townhouse? They trying to make that nigga pay 20 bands a month. What the fuck? Or give a percentage of myself. What the fuck? But Max is such a good nigga. He just, yo, bro, I just want to. And now niggas like Max look crazy, look like egoed out niggas.
I think this is Max's homie?
Shit not cool though. Like niggas taking shit on the chin, making him look like this nigga the ego monster. Niggas don't know the truth, bro. Niggas don't know the truth.
Free man. He's allowed to say whatever he wants.
I forgot his name.
Feels. But as y'all know, I signed the FaZe in 2024, so at the end of the day, I signed papers there's certain things I can and can't say.
Now, this is one of the only things in this situation that I don't understand. Max is living in a giant mansion in LA, likely worth over $100,000 per month after things like utilities, water, electricity, Wi-Fi, all that. We have to keep in mind they're living in a content house as well, so shit's getting damaged all the fucking time. But going back to the main point, he has an entire guest house basically to himself. And also, with FaZe helping fund so much of his other content, mainly last content like the first FaZe subathon, I really don't think that it's that big of a deal for him to pay at least a little portion of the rent. And also, we all know he's definitely making enough to afford it. However, he ultimately decided to leave FaZe and go on his own solo journey, as we all know.
I think that was a good thing that he left FaZe, because I mean, look where he's at now. I think he blew up way more, and I think that happens with a lot of. At least look at Ken Carson. I feel like if he would leave Opium right now, he would blow up like crazy. He's big, but I think he will become like even bigger if he leaves Opium. But
made me realize it's time for me to man up. If I want to be what I one day want to be or plan on being, I gotta bet on myself, no matter what happens to me or what niggas might try to do. So out of these moments, I really question, and I think I made a decision, especially after this, where I'm like, bro, what am I gonna do here? I can't be here no more. And I honestly didn't think I was gonna leave as soon as I did, but it was on some shit like, bro, I gotta make this decision sooner or later, gang.
After Max left FaZe, everyone was saying how he was going to fall off. And I'm gonna admit, even I would make some predictions on my videos related to that. However, the transition seemed to work better than anyone thought it would. Sure, right as he left FaZe, his viewers would dip significantly. However, they would jump right back up as time went on. And people's opinions on Max falling off completely switched
I feel like
up.
he never fell off. I think his name has always been like big.
Except for
even
FaZe
after he left FaZe.
Banks. After everyone
Before
left the team, Banks would be quick to throw himself in the conversation, making a tweet stating, "I have nothing to do with what's going on in FaZe Clan right now. I left 4 months ago and have moved on with my life." Unfortunately,
hold on. I forgot one thing that I wasn't this fool messing with Charlie D'Amelio when she was like 17, bro. This fool's like 50, bro.
Wishing everyone involved the best. If there's anything I can do to help, I'm here. No one loves FaZe more than me. And then he would make a video regarding the situation, talking about Max leaving and saying some pretty disgusting things about him.
I just watched some clips from this Black Boy Max stream where he's playing a laugh track over my tweet. And it's like, Max, I know we've had like our individual differences, and I know I haven't really seen eye to eye with a lot of the talent because truthfully and honestly, I find you guys all to be incredibly ungrateful. I find you guys all to have insane egos, and I think it's disgusting and makes me sick to my stomach that your guys' relationships with each other and with every other streamer, and your community included, is so incredibly fake. You guys are the best actors on planet Earth, and you've made a complete career out of all of it. Max, these are the boys, but these are the same guys that said they fucking hated your guts after you left. And you know, you're the program and you have an ego the size, you think you're Travis Scott and this and that. And also, like, Max, multiple conversations about how Ron's content's cringe and you guys didn't fuck with the dad. None of you guys fucked with Lacey or Jason in the beginning. You guys didn't want these guys to live anywhere near you. You barely wanted to share a brand with them. But FaZe was gonna fund a Miami house for you, Rage, Silky, and Kason. So fuck it, we'll take what we can get. And then it all worked. And we forced this relationship. And I was called a fucking retard then, and I was told then I was ruining FaZe, and now 2 years later it wound up being the best thing that ever happened. So you understand why I'm sitting here and I'm frustrated.
Initially, he was the person basically glazing all the new members of FaZe whenever they first joined, all the way up until he ultimately left the team. Also stating that he himself went into debt after buying back FaZe and helping get it back on its feet.
I have never made not one singular dollar outside of my salary via FaZe. Not selling it, not buying it, raising money. I've just put myself further and further in debt. Yeah, I think FaZe to acquire and all the costs for these guys' careers over the last 2 years, I think ballpark 40 million bucks. And I think probably collectively these guys have had to have probably made like 20 million in the last 2 years collectively, I would guess. And not $1 of that 20 million has ever gone back to FaZe, never mind me. I would hope anyone watching could sit here and understand why I would be frustrated while a fucking
need to
entire
watch
hate
this
mob is
video.
coming after me on fucking Christmas, my first Christmas without my mom, when all I've ever fucking wanted to do is help FaZe be successful. That's all I've ever wanted to do. That's the only intent. Where's the money? I'm this fucking guy who's trying to take everything from everybody. Where is it? Then why the fuck am I millions of dollars in debt?
Instead of buying all that chrome, you got a salad now, bro.
Where is it?
All that chrome
It's in
caught up,
Blackboy
bro.
Max's bank account. It's in fucking Silky's bank account. It's in Jason, Ronaldo, Lacey's bank account. I wish this never happened. I wish that I never did any of this.
It's really sad to think, but at this point, it seemed like there was really no right or wrong side of the situation. The FaZe management were wrong, the owners were wrong, and the ex-members were also wrong. But it seemed like with these members leaving, the most probable reason was to protect their money, their careers, their brands, everything like that. Even though they obviously can't talk much about it, that was the most probable reason. But in any situation, whenever there's money involved, it's extremely hard to get out of it, especially when you've been a part of this group for over a year, building your careers with all of these people around you to a degree which you never even thought was possible. FaZe Rain would even make a story about the situation, taking Bank's side and hinting at the fact that even he knew the stuff that was going on with FaZe. One day you will realize everything on the internet is fake. The people fake, friendships fake, intentions fake, the stories fake, loyalty non-existent. I had a silver hope that there were some good ones out there when I realized that even the good ones were only good when they benefit. I knew I didn't belong in this industry and environment. On top of this, one of the stock owners of FaZe Clan and the co-founder of DraftKings, Matt Kalish, would state that the current structure of FaZe is unsustainable. He gave influencers who operated from a multi-million-dollar mansion the option to go independent or sign deals to Hardscope, which, if you guys don't know, is a massive content agency that will likely also take a large percentage of their revenue. And that was likely the deal that they were trying to get the FaZe members to sign under. Kalish would also state that my best guess is that they're all good kids and have a lot of people under their ear and are confused. He has put $10 million into the group over the past 18 months. And if we're being honest, if they aren't taking any percentage of the revenue these creators signed under them are making, there's no way they're making any sort of profit whatsoever. So with FaZe essentially vanishing into thin air after they lost every creator they had, this would make many people wonder if the FaZe streaming group was planning on creating a new group under a different name. No contracts or anything, just a group of friends making a fuck ton of money and great content.
That'll be hard.
Obviously,
I
I'm
ain't
not
gonna
in
lie.
I'm not in the loop, but if they're all saying they're leaving FaZe Clan, it got to be creating a new org, right?
That
My
would be
brain
hard. I ain't gonna lie. We need that. We need it.
is going immediately to that. Because why else would you use leaving FaZe Clan for?
And it might sound like dick suck, but I feel like Rage will be, if they do create a new org, I think Rage should be owner. I think Rage and Kason should be like it's gonna sound dick suck, but like the head honchos. And then you got Jason, Lacey, Ron, Silky. I think that'll be a super dope, like just for them to have their own organization. You feel me?
Got to be a new org.
Something is.
And I think Rage and Kason will be great leaders. Probably even better than Banks, to be honest.
Obviously, their thought was we're gonna continue to be a group, but we're just gonna start our own thing.
That's Lacey's brother.
Together,
I didn't even know he had a brother.
FaZe.
Even though it seemed like everything was over after this point, that couldn't be farther from the truth. Banks would post another video the very next day regarding the situation, exposing text messages that Max sent him over the past year, and showing how Max wasn't only looking up to Banks as a
Wait.
Start our own
point that couldn't be farther from the truth. Banks would post another video the very next day regarding the situation.
I need to watch these, bro. Hold on. I'm shower. Hold on. You still in the shower? This is retarded. Call me. Yo, when I'm on stream, I'm gonna speak highly of you. All that. This shit doesn't need to be brought to light. You don't have to even worry about that. And like I said, I apologize about that tweet. Max, you don't even gotta say all that. I would never speak ill about any of you publicly.
exposing text messages that Max sent him over the past year, and showing how Max wasn't only looking up to Banks as a mentor, but also constantly telling him the regret he had for leaving FAZE, which is extremely sad to hear considering what Max said about him in this video. And Banks would make it clear in his own video that this was taking a major toll on his mental health. Max would once again go on social media to make a post regarding the situation. I respected Banks, and after I left FAZE, Banks would call me and tell me I needed him and my career was falling off. He took advantage of the fact
Banks would call me saying I needed him and my career was falling off.
that I was depressed and in the hospital. At one point, I let all the calls get to me and I asked to rejoin FAZE. But I kept going, and in November, I was introduced to a manager who helped me realize that a lot of the things he told me were lies. And since leaving, I've worked on bigger guests and brands, and have a 2026 plan that is bigger than anything I've ever accomplished so far. However,
I think Max will definitely be... I think he's top 5 streamers now, but I think he would become top 3 streamers in 2026.
Only be Max trying to speak out against what Banks was saying about them.
Who got Streamer of the Year? I think he might get Streamer of the Year.
A few hours after this, all the ex-FAZE members would go live to talk about the situation, to express that what Banks was saying about them were complete lies, and that they were also planning on continuing to be a content group as predicted, just not under the FAZE name.
A week ago, we all stopped streaming during the last day of our marathon that we were doing. We didn't really, I know a lot of people thought, oh, we're trying to make this a joke or whatever. That's never been the thing. There's a lot of stuff that's happening. Obviously, it was in our best intention to leave FaZe Clan. So all the speculations that oh, this is like an announcement, or this is something that we planned, this was not planned, and this was just some things that we came to terms and...
I mean, everything that Ron said is true. The main thing I wanted to let y'all know is,
Yo, I see the clip of Bruce. It was this. I think he was watching this video and he was just straight hating on Lazy,
everyone
bro.
leave online, one by one. Obviously, it looks crazy, and you guys don't know a lot of what is happening behind the scenes. But what I can say, what I will add to that, is that nothing is going to change from the viewer's perspective, from the chat's perspective, with our dynamic. We are all still rocking with each other. We're all staying together. Me, Ron, Lacey, Jason, Silky, Kason, Rage. We're all still doing our thing collectively and working on our own thing moving forward, and still going to be a part of each other's content. It's not like everyone's going in over here and doing their solo thing, over here and doing their solo thing. We're all still doing what exactly we were doing before, not underneath those 4 letters anymore.
That's hard.
Which it hurts. It hurts me, I think, a little bit more than everyone else, but I feel like it had to be done.
So I'm guessing they are going to start.
It was too much of
their own
back and
organization.
forth, too much stress over the months. A lot of things you guys don't know about, and I do think that this will be for the better.
Maybe in the new year they'll probably start it.
That's really what it is. Yeah.
One of the biggest things that we wanted to make sure adding on to that.
Where is he at, bro?
Nothing's changing. I know a lot of people made a lot of speculations. Okay, are they going to split? They all going to go on our solo, whatever it might be. Are they going to make another group? We don't have any plans on anything right now besides just staying together and just making content.
Overall, let me know what you guys think about this situation. It really is sticky, and truly there's no right or wrong side to it. If anything, they're both wrong for certain reasons and they're both right for certain reasons. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like I said, I'm taking the FaZe boys side, also because Banks blocked my bitch ass on Twitter. Anyways though, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your...
Alright, man. That was a cool little video. Now I know more about it. It's still crazy. So I'm guessing it's because he didn't. I feel like one of the major reasons was because the horoscope thing. I think that's what it's called. But it's crazy that FaZe Clan is it's come to an end after all these years. But I still need to watch. I need to watch this video, the Banks one and this one. But at least we know more about it. But that being said, we are at the end of the video. If you guys are new here, please hit the subscribe button. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.